Well, the bots are a go. Potentially deadly robots will be used by San Francisco police in extreme situations, but only under supervision. The controversial plan passed after a long and heated debate. NBC Barry's Stephanie Magallon joins us now. And Stephanie, police say that they need these bots to prevent officers from getting hurt.
Right, Jess. So we're talking about robots that police have had for years now. The difference is officers are now able to equip them with explosives and utilize them as their last resort with the permission of certain high-ranking officers. These robots defuse bombs. They give police a closer look at an active crime scene. And now?
It passes unanimously.
San Francisco's police force will have the ability to use them as potential lethal force options. But that decision wasn't made lightly. We heard passionate arguments and clarifications coming from both sides.
Of course, I don't want any officer to lose their life, but I think that this is the scenarios that we're using are hypotheticals to bring up fear.
These are not autonomous robots. No one's tapping in. These are trained police officers that would utilize a robot.
A new state law now requires law enforcement to have public discussions when acquiring and utilizing military-grade weapons. That's what happened here. And the plan passed only after an amendment clarifies robots would only be used as a lethal option after the use of alternative force and de-escalation tactics, or if police determine they are not able to subdue the threat safely after evaluating other options.
Only the chief, assistant chief of operations, or deputy chief of special operations may authorize the use of robots as a deadly force option.
Supervisor Walton was one of 3 against the plan. In a statement, he wrote in part, "This is not in line with making changes to address the disproportionate number of black people and people of color that are typically on the receiving end when police weapons are utilized." Supervisor Dean changes to address the disproportionate number of black people and people of color that are typically on the receiving end when police weapons are utilized. Supervisor Dean Preston.
Shalom, first and foremost.
It's for you niggas, man. Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Not to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is the Aki Mahaloya coming back with a lesson. This is just a response to my man Capo. He did a lesson titled ED 209, coming for you ninjas. Okay. Anybody that's familiar with Ed 209 is this character right here from RoboCop. All right. Basically, they was doing a test study on this new digital AI robot. And that's the thing. Everything is going digital. Everything is going to be AI incorporated. As they've been showing you with the metaverse, with the different technology, merging man with machine. You saw that in Monsters of Man, Elysium, iRobot, Demolition Man, Judge Dredd. All these movies dealt with some type of AI, okay? Because what they were doing, they were getting you pre-programmed to accept this type of tyrannical behavior. You're coming from your governments and your disrespect of police forces, and I'll say it that way. You people have been desensitized to this because, you're used to the smartphones, you're used to the fast-paced lifestyle, to the point that Domino's Pizza have a smart car pulling up to your house, dropping you off pizzas, man. Okay, even contactless drivers. Even in Walmart, even a few years back, sometimes you got the robots out there scanning the aisles, seeing what inventory needs to go up, even getting you familiar with those kiosks, like the Walmart by my house. When I first went there, it was pretty much it was just all self-checkout, and I went there a week later. Then they set back up the booths, where the cashiers were at. Now it's back at all self-checkout. All right, you maybe have 1 or 2 cashiers, and then you have a customer service desk, but the rest of it is just straight do it your own. You see, so they're getting you people ready and equipped for this type shit, because this is what's going to be police in the streets. And like it says here, I'm going to rewind it. It says this is not in line with making changes to address the disproportionate number of black people and people of color that are typically on the receiving end when police weapons are utilized, man. Okay, so what's gonna happen, like what they showed you in this clip, when it malfunctioned, it basically lit this guy ass up, man. Okay, pretty much put 200 rounds in him, and I think he survived it in the scene. But hey, that thing locked on and it put every round it had in his ass. Okay, because it says, what he say? He says you complied, and he said, hey, drop your weapon, and you got 15 seconds to drop your weapon, or I'm gonna unload on you. So what you Jake's gonna do, man? Because I'm gonna tell you straightforward, Esau was looking for any means necessary to use lethal force, and you can't detain a robot. You know, I mean, you can't go to jail. You can't put a robot in jail. You know, most they can do is take it off the force or take it off duty and say, okay, we're gonna put this aside. But ain't nobody going to jail behind a robot murdering you Jakes, man. Okay, and they say it's gonna be supervised. Okay, even though it's supervised, the supervising officer on account, he can always blame it on the malfunction of AI, because technology, you know, it's not perfect. You know, it's room for error. Like the recent Child's Play movie, they showed you a disgruntled worker, what he did because he was so depressed and fed up with his job, man, and they kept giving him shit. He pretty much programmed the Chucky doll. He took off all the restrictions, so therefore AI is able to adapt and learn to its environment, man. Okay, like I have certain things in my apartment that links up to the phone, to the AI, to the entertainment system, to the Wi-Fi. If I sync all this shit up together and run it off one particular circuit, this shit will learn. It will literally learn my habits coming in the house. It would know what song. It would know what lights I like when I get off work. It'll know what lights to turn on when I come home. It all works together. Okay, so AI has the ability of learning your habits, man. Okay, that's why they call it artificial intelligence, because though it's artificial, it's not real, so to speak. It's intelligence, and they can pick up on human psyche, and that's what they're not telling you. So eventually, these things are gonna learn the characteristics of you, Jakes, because a couple of years back, they was doing particular field trips to these police departments, and they noticed that in the shooting ranges, they had pictures of black men as targets that the cops were shooting for. And most of these cops are white supremacists, man. Okay, or the NAZIs, supremacists, KKK. Most of these police forces, they still deal with that good boy system, that buddy system, that fraternal order of police, that brotherhood. Because the KKK ain't nothing but a fraternal brotherhood, man. Okay, just a different form of it, but it's all the same shit. So what make you think that these robots is not gonna be used and dispatched on you Jakes? And they gonna gun you niggas down, man, because this is gonna be the wave of the new world. This is part of the global reset. Okay, so the cops, man, I mean, you Jakes are finished, man. Okay, and Jacob's trouble is literally right around the corner, and it's gonna get bad out here. Like I was just meditating on it, just sitting here in the living room. I'm like, it's gonna get pretty bad, because I'm continuing watching that movie Note by week. You know, we been in the Sabbath, you know, trying to watch things edifying. Or if I play a game or something, which, you know, technically, you know, the Sabbath, we should be in the spirit. But if I'm playing a video game or something like that, or watching a movie, it's going to be something edifying. Like if I was to turn on a game tonight, not saying that I will, but who knows the spirit. But not saying you brothers should do it. You know, the Sabbath, you stay in the spirit. I'm just giving an example. But I would be playing something like The Last of Us, something that's dealing with some type of apocalypse, something you can be edified off of to keep you in the mindset of what's coming, okay? Because we're getting ready to enter some dark and dangerous times, man. Okay, so anyway, let's get a couple of precepts here. And Yahweh Shai said it. This is the book of Luke 19, and I'm gonna start at verses let's start it. I got it pulled up in the NIV version. For whatever reason, I don't have the NLT version on this. Maybe it's because it's the phone app. Okay, maybe if I had it on a laptop, it can pull up the NLT version. Because I know there's a lot of brothers are going into that particular version to kind of, you know, clarify for the younger brothers as well. But this is Luke 19:40. And it says, and he answered and said unto them, I tell you that if these should hold their peace, the stones would immediately cry out. And when he was to come near, he beheld the city and wept over it, saying, if thou hast known, even thou at least in this day, the things which belong unto thy peace, but now they are hidden from thy eyes, right? Because the siege was getting ready to come upon them. Because after Yahweh Shai got crucified, I want to say, when the Romans roll on, I think I want to say, 70 AD, yeah, 67 AD. I think Yahweh Shah was allegedly crucified in 33 AD. So you got 43, 53, 63, 7. It's about 40 something, almost 40 something plus years. No, 30 something plus years, almost 40 years when the Romans besieged Jerusalem under Titus and Vespasian and I think it was Titus, Vespasian, and let me look up the other Caesar. I'm gonna say Domitian Caesar, but I may be wrong on that. Let me find out. Which Caesars? I know it's Titus and Vespasian, but I want to know the third one. I want to say Domitian, but I believe that was the one that was in power when John was banished to the island of Patmos. But we're going to get the true history on it and see what's up. What Caesar invaded Jerusalem in 70 AD. Titus, okay? Well, we knew Titus, but it was his son as well. And then it was another one. We call it the Siege of Masada. The Siege of Jerusalem. Titus, Vespasian. Yep, Titus, Vespasian, and Domitian. The Flavian dynasty, yep, so 69 AD. Some scholars say 67, but it really started around 67 AD. But Titus, Vespasian, and Domitian Caesars. And it makes sense, though, because according to the scholars' history, John was banished to the Isle of Patmos around 95, 96 AD. So it makes sense that Titus would still be up in there. All right. But anyway, it says, for the day shall come upon thee that thy enemy shall cast a trench about thee. Okay. Now, when you go over to the right here in the NIV version, it says, the days will come upon when you and your enemies will build an embankment against you and encircle you and hem you in on every side. I mean, they're going to close you in. Meaning when they go and siege these cities, they're going to lock them in. They're going to cut off the interstates, have checkpoints set up. Okay, they're going to have these particular neighborhoods gridded off. The bridges are going to be cut off. Okay, you're going to want to go to one part of the city to the next. You're going to have the proper credentials, man. And if you a Negro without the proper credentials, even if you have an expired, let's say you have an expired real ID, they can just lock your ass up or they just kill you on the spot because they're not playing with you, Jakes, because really this is the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, that's why the Lord called the Assyrians the rod of his anger. Okay, because this is the Lord's doing against you, you 2/3, man. This is for you. Okay, this thing, we ain't gonna have to deal with that. All right, and those of us that come up face to face, the Lord is gonna give us the means to defeat it with power. Okay, and ways of getting away from that. Because dealing with this type of shit, only a man with spiritual power can withstand that. Can't no regular man go and throw fisticuffs with a robot. You ask him to just get straight up ripped apart. You know, a thing that got 20,000 pounds on you full of circuitry and know your every move is advanced. There ain't nothing you can do with that, man. You got to be upgraded. All right, so it's going to get bad, man. But it says, and they would dash you to the ground, you and the children within your walls. So they're not going to spare children because these little monsters out here, these little J kids, these guys are straight up demons, man. Okay, they're terrorists. And it says, and they will not leave one stone on another because you did not recognize the time of God's coming to you, man. Okay, meaning visitation. It says, and they shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children with thee, and they should not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. Because we're warning you now. Okay, you're like, well, that ain't gonna happen, man. That's in San Francisco. I'll deal with it when it get here. Okay, you say that now, but when it get here, you're gonna be scratching your head like, oh shit, this robot just pulled out a goddamn bazooka with a 1,000-round drum aimed at your head. Let me see your driver's license. You got 10 seconds. You're going to be so in shock to the point you're going to be already at 1 second before you reach. You're going to put 5,000 rounds into your melon, man. Ain't nothing going to be left of you or your woman or your kids, because those things are going to be programmed specifically to be biased towards Jake, man. That's one thing about computers. When you program them a certain way, they go. And when you let them learn on their own, they still keep those particular biasness, man. So it's going to be programmed to do what it's told. They're basically going to carry on the traits of the common Edomite cop, but 10 times more, okay? Because it's going to be Edomites programming these robots, man. They're going to have the common characteristic of the Edomite devil, but just a robot with no repercussions that's coming to it. You see what I'm saying? You see where this is going to go? Like my man said in training day, he said, shit gets deeper. You get the picture? All right. So Isaiah 10, because this is total wickedness, but hey, it's necessary. I mean, shit, this is the Lord's judgment. Hey, the Lord is with it. Hey, go for it. I'm with it. I'm just not trying to be on the receiving end of that. I'm cool, man. Shit, I ain't on no Duke Nukem 64 shit, you know. But this is the book of Isaiah 10, and I'm going to start at verses 4. It says, without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but still his hand is stretched out still. So even when the Most High is jacking Jacob, is still repentance. And Jake can still repent, but only the elect is going to repent. And it says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. Okay, that's the point. The staff of my hand is their indignation. So, Ed 209, hey, that's the staff of the Lord, man. That's the indignation of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You see? The cop, that's the indignation of the Lord. He just said it right here. And it says, and I will send him against a hypocritical nation, which is you Israelites, okay? And against the people of my wrath would I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So you better believe, man. Hey, Ed 209 gonna get busy with you, Jakes. All you so-called hood niggas, you niggas that think you tough. You know, you guys that like to, you know, walk up and down the streets and pulling AK-47s with banana clips on your own people. Pull a banana clip on this, man, and he gonna pull out a fucking a drone gun on you and put you down, man. Cause see, that's one thing I know about you niggas, man. And the cherries are out here tonight, boy. They posted, you know. They hella posted, and I'm up here by the airport too. But they posted, man. They all around this place. But one thing about you Jakes, man, see, you coward when it comes to, you know, fighting the opposition. But when it comes to your people, you tough Tony there. But when it comes to fighting your oppressor, man, you bitch up, man. You know, I've seen it. You know, Esau can walk through the most toughest hoods in Chicago, and a fucking gangbanging nigga won't do nothing to him but let you walk down a block with some red or black on and your hat broke off to the left, or blue and black and your hat broke off to the right, or let you be claiming vice lord in a folks neighborhood. Watch what they gonna do to you. But you got an Edomite, man, that come over there. Hey, they all good with it. No, they ain't beating up Esau, man. They killing each other. But this is gonna fix that problem, because this is gonna make you band up and make you want to take this devil down. But see, he gonna put a few million of you in the dirt first, man. A lot of you Jakes get ready to get straight up killed, man. That's why the scripture said that the dead should be cast out as dung. All right, and we reading it. You know, for those of you that think this is a damn joke, man, and you women, shit, you can forget about it, man. You women, you gonna be first on the Lord's hit list. You think the Lord got all against the man? No, the Lord got fucking bloodthirst against you black women. And y'all gonna find that out. That's why y'all ain't been catching the hell like we've been catching. But when the Lord really opens up on you Negro, Latino, Native American women, oh man, you're gonna find out that the Most High had it out for you the whole time. He just waiting to get his hands on you. So live it up, you know, keep your little livelihoods and, you know, your little proud attitudes and your disrespectful justice. Keep those. Keep that same energy. But hey, the Most High got this nigga Ed waiting on you. And he ain't gonna have no nightstick in his hand, if you know what I mean. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah 6. And I'm gonna start at verses 22. It says, and thus says Yahweh, behold, a people coming from the north country, And a great nation should be raised from the sides of the earth. And they should lay hold on bow and spear. And they are cruel and have no mercy. And that's the slogan of the New World Order, no mercy. Their voice roared like the sea, and they ride upon horses set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion. So there you go. They declare war on you, clearly. And it says, we have heard the fame thereof, and our hands wax feeble, and anguish have taken hold on us, and pain as a woman in travail. So go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way. For the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side. So there you go, man. It's on every side. This ain't going to be no light thing. Hey, we just getting ready to embrace it because, you know, we can feel it coming. Something's getting ready to happen. All right. These food shortages, the economy is getting ready to get bad. Something's getting ready to pop. You know, these new illnesses are coming out here. You know, sicknesses, brothers are getting sick out the blue without feeling sick. It's been crazy, man. You know, but it says, O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning as for his only son, most bitter lamentation, for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. And that spoiler ain't gonna be no more but this peck of wood right here. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. And with that, shalom and abba. Shalom.